guys, it's Jason with Track Cars. Very excited today. We have the new suspension for the E46 race car, which is located right there. It's an SCCA car, run it in STU. I don't have a proper shock and spring setup on it until now. So I went with the Fortunato Coilovers. These are the 510 series. I haven't opened them yet. So I was gonna do an unboxing for you guys to show you how they come, show you what I got, explain why I got them, why I chose them, and just move on from there. So let's go ahead and get started opening them up. Box inside a box. So, right. Looks like everything here. This looks like the paperwork. So the Fortunato stuff is built here in Virginia. I'm based in Virginia, so it's really cool to use a company that's semi-local. They're down around Richmond, Virginia. So this is cool. It's a certificate of assembly from them with the shock diagrams. Shows you force velocity plots for the front and rear dampers. Tells you the spring rate. So I went with a 10K front, 14K rear. I'll go into that a little bit later on, but this is cool. So they're all hand assembled here. They're very proud of that, proudly hand assembled in the US. I know a lot of the parts are sourced locally to them. They have a machine shop there on site, and they also have a lot of suppliers, of course. They'll give them, these are the tools. Looks like the spring adjuster, and then it's got some wrenches built into it. So save that stuff for later. But so it's really hard to find a good damper, what I'm gonna call a race damper, a club level damper that's not either junk or not $8,000 for a setup. So these guys, I think, fit the bill very nicely in between. This looks like a rear right here. Check that out. Ooh, look at that. Very cool, very nice. So let me get this out here. So these are monotube dampers, which means they have a much bigger piston inside. So some of the twin tube, they try to do a lot of stuff in a smaller package, but I'm a monotube fan. You can see it's got the threaded body. This is where you adjust your height. It's very nice. Threads very easily. The locking collar here, very nice. Dust boot, big shock shaft. Upper mount, the adjuster right here. Very cool, very nice. So the Fortune, this is the 510 series, like I said, and they tout what they call concave flow digressive piston. What it does is allows for a huge range of adjustment for a given spring rate. So a lot of shocks, you don't get very much adjustment, valve adjustment or valving without having to revalve if you make a big spring change. These shocks will handle a much bigger spring change. So hence I didn't go overboard on the springs. I feel like everybody tends to go super heavy, super hard on the spring rates. Here's the other rear. Very cool, green and blue anodizing. It's really pretty. It's really nice. So like I was saying, I think a lot of cheaper shocks, they do the damping can't keep up with a heavy spring rate, or the spring rate's just too stiff to begin with. I'm the type of person who tends to pound on the curves. Some of the tracks we go to are a little bit rougher. Some of them are really soft, smooth. So I tend to lead towards the softer side a little bit. So hence why we've got 10K fronts and 8K or 14K rears. These are the sway bar end links. It's really nice. So those will mount to the front. Here it must be the spring setup for the rears. They have an option to upgrade to the Swift springs. I just stayed with the standard Fortunato springs. To be honest, I'm not a good enough driver to tell the difference between spring manufacturers. I just, I'm sure the Swift stuff's really nice and really good, but for me, what we need, spring perch must be installed below the spring. Yes, so. Very cool. Very nice setup. This is for the rears. Again, adjusted. Very nice. It has a bigger hex. I like, and it tells you it's a 5mm hex, so you're not fighting for the wrenches. And the bigger the hex, obviously, less chance you are rounding it off. It just makes it much easier to tighten up. And here's the other one. So back to the digressive piston a little bit. So the idea is to run the softer springs, get a feel for it. If I want to go stiffer, then I will. The 510 series is a single adjustable. I plan to upgrade these to the double adjustables later. They just are longer lead time, and I wanted to go ahead and get something on the car this fall and try it out. So these are the 510s. I've already talked to Fortune, and they're going to upgrade these to the two-way remotes, so they'll have the remote canisters. There's some benefits to that as well. So, and these are legit, race spring rates and race quality dampers. This is not, junk. Let's see here. This is one of the fronts. We have space here. Package is nice. All right. So the E46, as you probably know, these are strut cars in the front, so they have the struts. Again, there's the adjuster, the height adjuster to adjust the body. The lock there. I went with the helper springs, just in case I do. Sometimes when you hit bumps and you get, or when you're on jacks or things like that and you fully unload the suspension, I don't want anything moving around, so these helper springs keep everything in line, keeps your springs on the perches like they're supposed to be through a full range of travel. Up top here has the integrated camber plate. This is all machined aluminum, anodized. The adjuster's right there, super easy to get to. The adjuster on the camber plate's right here. The mono ball bearing, it's very nice. Everything, the spring perches are all, you can tell that upper one there is machined. It's got the cutouts for it to make it lighter. Got the dust boot on the shock shaft, of course, the big shock shaft again. So, very excited to put these on the car and get a proper suspension. And I'm kind of a sucker for things that are customizable too, since they can do any spring rates or any sort of valving you want, and that you can, the fact that these are fully rebuildable later, modular, upgradable. They use quality components. They've got AMSOIL, shock oil in them, high quality seals. You know, these are really, really nice. I'm very happy with how they look, how they feel, how they, you know, all the little functioning pieces here. Everything seems to line up and sit very well. But again, I'll have them on the car here next couple weeks. I plan to be on track next month, so I've got to have them ready before then. Reset up the suspension. I've got a baseline setup that I go to for this car, and I'll go over that later on. But you know, for now, here's the Fortunato, the 510s, and again, I'm very excited to be running these. I'm really happy with the guys at Fortunato. They were great to work with, reasonably priced, and upgradable in the future. So check them out and check back with us and when we do the install. Thanks for watching.